Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel that takes you deep inside the San Francisco 49ers. I am your host, Jack Hammer of the Santa Rosa Press-Democrat. 49ers a big win last night, 21-20 over the Denver Broncos. Today, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at all of the quarterbacks. We're going to analyze the performance of Brock Purdy. We're going to look a little bit at Sam Darnold. We'll look a little bit at Trey Lance. We'll go through the performance, all three quarterbacks. I'll give you my overall assessment of the game as well at the end. Typically, we take about an hour for this, and so that's about what we're going to do. Expect most of this to be just based around the quarterbacks. There may be some runs, but I'll try to fast forward through those as much as possible. The video isn't edited. This is just the all 22 film that I received. We'll go through it. We'll take a look again today at Brock Purdy's performance. His first game since the NFC Championship game. Really quick, the interesting part about Brock Purdy, say whichever you want about his performance last night, but this is a guy who just a few months ago, I don't know how many people there were that were out there that were saying he's not even going to play this year, or does he even practice at all? Is he even a part of the 49ers during training camp? He should miss the first 4 weeks. He should, because of, he's not going to be ready to play, all these types of things. And here he is playing in the preseason week 2 against the Denver Broncos. According to Kyle Shanahan, he will start again on Friday night in the preseason finale against the San Diego Chargers as well. So let's go ahead. Let's pull up the video. Let's go through it really quick. Want to shout out some folks over in the comment section. Tony Nagatani, member of the Toolbox. Appreciate it. It comes out with the super chat right off the bat. It says, "You're the man, Jack." Thank you very much, Tony. I appreciate it very much. Luke Walsh says, Fred Dean, that like button. Another member of the Toolbox. That is fantastic. Also want to shout out Randall, another member of the Toolbox who came on the pregame show yesterday, and he had the idea of making sure that we give Cameron Latu some Stickum gloves so that he doesn't have any drops, because he'd been struggling with that. And I told Randall he'd have to give me $50 to get those gloves for him. And as Randall says right here, looks like his idea worked. The best $50 that he's ever spent. And hey, Cameron Latu had a really nice night last night. 3 catches, 4 targets. The only one that he didn't catch. Came up just a little short. We'll explain why. We'll explain why. And also, John says, "Jack, you're the man. Thank you very much." Hey, I'm a sucker when it comes to all the positive comments that you guys want to throw my way. If you have some negative ones, that's fine too. We'll go ahead and we'll roll with them. Let's pull it up and let's get to it. So we're going to start right off the bat. I'm going to get myself out of the picture as much as possible. Brock Purdy comes out. This is the play this is basically what we saw against the Seattle Seahawks. Remember the touchdown to Deebo Samuel against the Seahawks? It's basically this play. Boot, play action, open right away, get it to him. Nice little gain here. They don't get the blocking down the field isn't quite as good as it was against the Seahawks, but still a nice pickup. Nice job of Purdy. The thing with Purdy about this one is his ability to get to the edge. Boom, gets outside. There's nobody there. Easy throw, easy catch. Deebo in stride, and nice little run by Deebo after the play. So really nice start to the game for the 49ers. Just come right out. Kyle Shanahan not taking it easy on Brock Purdy, coming out and doesn't want to let him settle into the game with runs. He's going to bring him out and he's going to start throwing. These are easy throws. These are good balls, and the types of things that really make this 49ers offense part of what it is the ability to hit these easy throws, get these guys in motion, get the ball out to your, just be a point guard, right? So easy throw to open up. Now we come out here and it's going to be a drop back pass. He's going to be looking to the right side. He's going to be it looks like he's going to try to hit Brandon Ayuk in the little slant window right there. Not quite enough open space, I guess, for him. Moves to his right, throws it out of bounds towards Deebo Samuel. I don't think he was really trying to get it to him. I think this was almost as much of a throwaway as anything else. But let's just watch it here again from the all 22 angle. You can see it's a 5-step drop. He's trying to hit that right in that hole. It's open, but the ball's got to come out now, but he's not quite ready it's a tight window, but I think he probably could have fit it in there. He would have had to stop 11, right? He can't lead him. It's going to have to be one where Ayuk's going to have to throttle down to get it in the hole. Whatever reason, he doesn't like it, pulls it back, and then takes off to his right, throws it away. Would have been I really would have liked to have seen different on this one is you go ahead and you go to the hole and it's not there. He looks to 44. It's not there. I guess there's a little bit too much pressure right in front of his face. You can see the unblocked man. That's probably why he didn't get all the way back across to the other side to the check down to the running back. So they just get a little throwaway. It's nice to see the move. When we look at this from this next view, we'll see why he takes off a little bit better. There he's going to, keeping his eyes in the middle to keep the linebackers in the middle of the field. Now he goes to the slant, doesn't like it, starts to bring his eyes to the left, sees the pressure a little bit there and moves. I think he might have been able to get around. That's a tough call. Anyway, you get the throwaway. You go to the next down. Now it's still going to be 2nd and 10. You got plenty of time to work it. Let's see where we are here. You're going to same view, just from the other end zone now. Yeah, 49's in a really tough spot to be able to make that play because of the way that his feet are. Purdy can't see that, though. DJ Jones getting inside of Spencer Burford there, C93. That's what he sees when he turns his head, and that's why he escapes to his right, and then you get the throwaway. So, and then they come back out here. This is now 2nd and 10. Come out. Throw the screen out here to Deebo Samuel. Let him do his work. Nice little cut up inside by Deebo. Good job following his blockers. That's 19 is ready to go. 19 is ready to play. He looks much better than he did last year, much quicker. Really nice job right here when he gets to the outside of setting up his blockers and moving. Nice little pickup of 14 yards. This is one of those plays, I saw somebody asking last night, why are you throwing screens to Deebo Samuel in the preseason? It's because this is your offense. They do this a lot all the time in practice as well. Not a lot, but they work on these in practice. Kyle Shanahan talking about this basically being a practice game. This is what the 49ers offense is. It's play action, get the ball out to the guys that are open, screens. Every once in a while, we're going to drop back. We're going to do that. So, we had the play action roll earlier. We're going to do it again here. Motion comes from the other side. Basically the same play, except for they do a better job of getting coverage on the flat receiver, which is Brandon Ayuk. See the motion across. See how Ayuk is doing the same thing. They just do a better job. Does Denver of catching 11? So now 11's covered. So what happens? You go to the second read. Purdy sees it, flips his hips, gets the ball out. Nice completion, first down to Juwan Jennings. This is a fun play just because of this one. I think is another one of those that shows that his arm is healthy. I've been saying it all along. You guys finally get a chance to see it. This is a play that when Trey Lance made this play I think it was last year in the preseason, maybe it was his rookie year. People lost their minds because we saw the ball go to the second level. This is a play that Jimmy Garoppolo rarely made, if it ever. I don't remember him hardly ever booting out and getting the ball to the second level receiver. We saw Trey Lance do it. People got excited. 13 does it, and everybody just adds another check down. Really nice throw, though, by Brock Purdy to 15. Juwan Jennings. Nice read. Realizes that the flat's covered. Boom, covered. Flip your hips, get to the next guy. Nice completion. As K. Dubsville says, this was a fantastic throw. Absolutely. This is a really good one. Moving to your left. Flip the hips, ball comes out. You can't do that much better than that. And I'm not sure why we stopped on the film. It's a little run for Ty Davis Price, I believe. Yeah. Ty Davis Price. He's an interesting back. He hasn't really, he's not going to get to the edge very often. 49ers have struggled to get push out of Spencer Burford in the interior of that offensive line in this game, at least. Now we're looking at 2nd and 7. You're going to see motion across. So you get 3 to the left side, 3 receivers to the left side, and it leaves Brandon Ayuk wide open down here at the bottom. Purdy realizes that, takes a step back, throws the slant. It's a rocket. Nice ball. Not a rocket, but that's a good throw. Hits him right in stride. Nice play by Ayuk. This is a nice one. Just one. He knows what he has. He knows he has that backside slant. Keep your head down the middle. Turn. Throw it. Really nice. keeping his eyes down the middle at the snap of that middle linebacker helps keep him in there so that he can turn to his right and make the throw. Third string All-Pro wants to know, how the heck was Brock Purdy the last pick in the draft? He's short, didn't have a great last season at Iowa State, and a lot of quarterbacks had gone the year before in the draft, and it seemed like NFL teams had kind of backed off of quarterbacks going into 2022, and one thing leads to another. And the guy who at one point was projected as a first round pick falls all the way to the end of the draft. Another inside run. Burford he gets a little bit of push there. You see Davis Price just run right up into it. There's not a whole lot of space. This is down. You get down into the end zone, these red zone, and you really just got to hit the hole. You can't be doing much dancing. Might have been a little bit of something if he goes back to his left just a little bit and jumps, but it's not going to be much. So just look at, there's just not much push generated at the point of attack by the 49ers offensive line here. So second and goal now at the 3. I guess it's going to be at the 2. It's where they spot it. And this is the sack, and just I'm not sure what Ty Davis Price is doing here. He blocks nobody, falls on the ground. Two unblocked defenders. The 49ers had a couple of busts from the left tackle spot in this game. 76 playing in place of Trent Williams. That's Jalen Moore. He's the backup tackle, likely going to be your swing tackle for the 49ers this year. I think he gets it over Matt Pryor. I'm not sure why he's sliding inside. There's nobody there to block. I think he probably should have taken the inside guy. Either way, 32 just falls on the ground. And it's one thing with Ty Davis Price if this was, one time that he did it. But if you go back and you watch the game against the Raiders, there's a lot of this out of Ty Davis Price. Watch it again. This is what you call an Olay block, as Spider Rico says. Just whoop. Yeah. That's just. I almost got in trouble in the press box yesterday because I'm sitting there and I saw this and I turned to I sit next to Grant in the press box, and I turned to Grant and I said, he is just awful. This guy is terrible as a pass protector. That's just an awful play out of Ty Davis Price. You got to block somebody. At least get a shoulder on one of them, touch one of them instead of just falling down and missing. But that's what he does right there. He leads with his shoulder. He doesn't square people up, falls on the ground. It's what he's done throughout the game against the Raiders as well. Ty Davis Price, everybody. So now it is third and goal at the 10. You're going to get pressure again right away. Well, actually, it's not too bad right off the snap, but nobody's really open or into their breaks yet. He kind of has the one guy down here that he could at about the 7-yard line in breaking route that he probably could have gone to. That looks like Deebo Samuel. Wasn't looking there to start with. Now he starts to scramble. He has Juwan Jennings right there, but at that point he's already put his head down and he's running, thinking he's going to get a touchdown. Cutting back up inside. That's what you want to see from your quarterback coming off a season-ending arm injury. But I don't mind it. I like to see the fact this shows you that he is healthy. I think that's the biggest thing. And the only thing here is where he's looking. He's looking down the middle. He's not looking to the left. He doesn't see Deebo quick. That's a ball that's got to come out to Deebo right away. He's probably not going to get. He might get in the end zone. Probably not, because it's 2-on-3 over there. Kind of like those chances with Deebo though. Steps up and through to his left. I like the fact that he stepped up instead of back, stepping up and then to his left. That's away from the pressure. Let's watch his head again. Let's see where he's looking. I think he's looking in the middle, looks to his right, and he's never looking towards Deebo there, so he doesn't see him. And he puts his head down, and once he starts putting his head down, he's got to keep his eyes up. This is a play that even that he talked about in the post game about feeling like he was going to look at the film and realize he missed JJ, which is Jennings. Kyle Shanahan talked about this earlier today on the conference call with the reporters. He was talking about this when he wished he had kept his eyes up, because right here he has the throw to Jennings for a touchdown. But you can already see his eyes are on the pylon. He's running to the pylon. He almost maybe even have the guy up at the top too. He has Ross Dwelly he has both guys for a touchdown probably. He keeps his eyes up, but he's already got his head down and he's trying to go. Robbie wants to know if my opinion of Jordan Mason is that he's a better blocker than TDP. Yeah, that's why Mason played last year, and Ty Davis Price was a healthy scratch so often. Mason helps him on special teams. That's one thing, but in addition to the special teams, he's also a much better blocker. That's why he made it over Ty Davis Price so much last year. At least that's my opinion of why that happened. K. Dubsville also says it would be nice to get Mitchell back for the pass game as well. We'll see. That's the expectation. Kyle Shanahan said today that Elijah Mitchell is one of the players that the 49ers expect to get back, which is good because the 49ers lost another running back last night, Jeremy McNichols, at the end of their roster, under the guy that they just signed in free agency last week. He was having a nice night last night, got injured, and that's why Ty Davis Price was back in the game in the fourth quarter late. Was McNichols injured his hamstring, and he's going to be out for a little while. So I don't think he's going to play this week. They get Elijah Mitchell back, so I think we're going to see Elijah Mitchell get some run on Friday night. The starters should be going, and if Elijah Mitchell's healthy, we might see him on the field a little bit. But as Christopher says, not a bad start for Brock Purdy. Pretty easy day. It was good day for him. The way that you kind of draw it up for a guy coming off of the injury, come out right away, lead a drive. 65 yards, 69 yards, I think was what it totally was, 65 passing for Brock Purdy on that possession. Get it all the way down there, almost get in the end zone. A couple things, misfortunate things happen, but a really nice drive for the 49ers offense to open this game. Lee wants to know if there's any chance that LeBourne comes back. Maybe if he doesn't sign with anybody else, maybe they bring him back. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead. Let's slide this thing over to Sam Darnold now. I made the comment after the game that I felt like Trey Lance is the second best quarterback on this team, that he should be the backup quarterback. Let's roll through this. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm wrong. He's working with the starting offensive line here. Again, just not much of a push. And you get Mason trying to cut this thing back up to the left side. Doesn't quite get back far enough. He's trying to get all the way back to the left side. Doesn't get all the way there. There's just nothing there. That the hole is there to cut, but he needs to be a little bit more decisive. That cut's got to be a little bit stronger. Put his foot in the ground and get going. That's the thing is, we finally got a chance to see Brock Purdy get hit. That's what a lot of people have been talking about. It's one thing in practice when you don't know you're not going to get hit. So he goes into this game, he knows he can get hit, and I thought he played pretty well. I thought it was a good day. I was glad to actually see him get hit because that meant that he got hit, he got up, and it was all good. Get a completion out here to the left flat. Quick, easy read. This is a nice play out of Sam Darnold. The blitz is coming. Beats it, gets it out quick, and you pick up 5 yards. This is a nice blitz pickup throw that is on the quarterback here. Here it comes, gets it out quick. Boom. That's a nice play by 14 to get it out to 24. Nice completion by Mason for a gain of 5. The blitz is coming. Just get it out fast. Your hot read to the left side. That's where you got to go. Boom. Now they're going to be facing 3rd and 5 on this next one. Let me get to it. Sorry. On 3rd and 5, they're going to run a curl out here to the left side. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plant. He's going to throw it to Ronnie Bell. Really good coverage by the corner there to come up and knock the ball away. 27. I don't think this is a bad read at all on Sam Darnold's part. It's 3rd and 5. Let's see if he could have gone somewhere else for a first down. Might have had the chuck down in the left flat to Jordan Mason. I mean, he could have gone to the running back and it's one-on-one and let that guy win. He got one-on-one matchup on the outside. He took the deeper of the 2 routes. Ronnie Bell's got to do a better job of coming back to him and getting open on that one. Let's look at Ronnie Bell. Let's see when he runs his curl. Does he keep coming back or does he stop? Ronnie Bell running the curl at the top of the screen. That's where the ball's going. Curl. he starts to come back and he's having to readjust to the ball. Just really nice coverage out there by 27. A lot of I think there are a lot of starters still in the game at this point for the Denver Broncos. I don't put a whole lot of stock in Sam Darnold playing with the starting offensive line as being a big deal. The pass protection was nice, especially when you consider, look at the guys that are the starters for the Broncos are still on the field. It wasn't that way last week with the game against the Raiders with these guys. So quick 3 and out. Now we're going to come back. 1st and 10 at the 25. Darnold's going to scramble here. And he's got the receiver open over the middle. Just doesn't look. One of the things, when you break the contain, one of the things that I noticed last night with Sam Darnold a couple different times, he steps up through the pocket, his eyes come down, he takes off running. As soon as he steps up here, he has the ability to reset. Boom, slide up into the pocket, keep your eyes down the field, hit the receiver right there right. You have the receiver at the hash marks there to his left. He's open. His eyes are down. He's running. Nice little pickup of 8. Sam Darnold's a good scrambler. That's one of the things that we know about him. He's got good feet. Going back to his time at USC, as Tim Ryan tried to say on the radio broadcast last night, he can move. There's no doubt about the fact that Sam Darnold can move. But I would have liked to have seen the guy's open. Just keep your eyes down the field and hit 17. You got a nice play right there if you do it. Let's see if we can see it from this angle. I don't know if we're going to see the receiver, but you can see him right there a little bit at the end. But 15, Juwan Jennings is open. If he just keeps his eyes up as he comes through the pressure, he's got him there. He just misses. They run the ball here, and you get a hold by Jason Poe, the right guard, with a hold on DJ Jones. See him grab right here on this one. Right there's the hold. Got him at a chokehold. That's going to get called every time. So now because of the hold, now you're backed up. So instead of it being 2nd and 1st down, probably now you're in 2nd and 12. Going to throw the slant out here to the left side. Nice throw, gets it to him. Nice play, just 1 more yard, just 1 yard short. This is a nice, get the ball, take a step back, let it go. Similar to what we saw from Brock Purdy. It's good position of the ball, puts it in front of him. 17's able to run through it. Nice. Just 1 step, boom, comes out on time. That's a nice ball. So now you're looking at 3rd and 1. You get a little run over left guard from Ty Davis Price for the 1st down. I'm going to fast forward through it. Don't need to keep looking at Ty Davis Price on the runs. This is a nice play. 1st and 10, 37-yard line, play action down the middle to Juwan Jennings. This is a nice one in that he's got pressure coming. Does a good job standing in the pocket. You get the pressure. Free runner steps up and puts it on Jennings. This should have been a big 21-yard gain. It gets called back, though, due to a hold on John Feliciano, the center, brings this back. But this is nice because you kind of get a little bit of a delay blitz. The pressure comes, stands in, lets it fly. Nice catch on the back end by Juwan Jennings, 21 yards, but you lose it because of a hold on Feliciano. Let's see if we can see Feliciano's hold here. Yeah, that's a ticky-tack baloney call right there. The one on DJ Jones, that was more of a hold than that one. That just looked like 2 guys that were battling out and bad call by the ref. Boo! No, I'm kidding. All right, so now, anyway, 1st and 10 turns to 1st and 20. Now, 1st and 20 situation, this is something the 49ers have worked on during training camp. They get into the 1st and 20 situation. Sam Darnold opens it up here with a nice completion over the middle. Just a quick throw to to Charlie Werner. Nice pickup 11. So, you go from second and 11. Now you're right back into it, though, at our first and 20. Pick up 11. You're right back into it. It's going to be second and 9. That's a nice one. Second and 9, you get a 5-yard run out of Jordan Mason to set up third and 4. And this is a busted protection by the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan was asked about this today during his conference call. Just a busted protection, you get a free runner off the edge. Darnold doesn't have. He's trying to get the ball out into the flat to, I think that was the tight end down there, trying to get it out into the flat, but the rush is just on him too much. He has to pull it down. I'm pretty sure that's Charlie Werner. They just to cover it, just a protection bust on the offensive line. Almost looks like Nick Zakelj and Jalen Moore are supposed to fan out. I think that's on Moore. He talks about Kyle Shanahan saying this is a coverage, a protection bust. It looks to me like somewhat similar to the Purdy sack where Moore steps inside instead of getting the guy that's to the outside. I think Moore's supposed to get to 0. There's no reason to say double team 99. And they don't give Darnold the chance to get the ball out here. He's got 2 guys that are open, 17 and the guy in the flat. Either one of them you can get the ball to. He just doesn't have an opportunity because the defender's on him too quick. So you get a sack, bad protection up front. Good decision by Darnold to eat it. They're going to come out after this with a couple of runs to one to both to Jordan Mason. One of them, the first one picks up 10, then third and 3. So now you're left with second and 7 at the 33. Nice play by Ronnie Bell. Picks up the first down. Easy throw. We saw this earlier with Brock Purdy. Give the same thing to Sam Darnold, and a nice run after the catch by Ronnie Bell. You get a false start on the next play by Nick Zakelj, so you end up with first and 15 now. So again, these penalties just keep backing you up. Warriors have been doing a pretty good job on the slants, getting them open. You get the completion to Bell. Bell's got to hold on to the ball at the end of this. Nice throw by Darnold. One step, knows where he's going with it, delivers it on time. Nice completion. That's nice. Just on time. Boom. Ball comes out. So now we move on. It's now second and 7. Feliciano gets beat quick. Nowhere to go. Watch it from the end zone view. Watch 55. He's got the guy coming off just outside of. Boom, and just runs right by him. 99 beats him. 99's a starting defensive tackle. She started this game. Yeah, and he just comes right around. Beats Feliciano. So now you're left with third and 14. You're going to get a scramble here. Third and 14, you get a scramble for 9. He slides short at the end. Again, I thought watching this game live, I felt like right here he had the chance to step up into the pocket, reset, and just throw the ball out here to Jordan Mason. Either throw the ball to Jordan Mason or just make him become your lead blocker instead of sliding. If you are there's times when you're going to predetermine a throw merely based on, those quick slants. You know which side you're picking a side before the snap based off of the look. And so he knows he's going to throw the slant to the right side, like on that previous one prior to the snap. That's the direction he's going to go. He's not going to have time to take that step and then swing it back all the other way. So he's going to take the snap, and he knows he's going to go to the right side. He's got two slants over there. He's going to go through the short one, or the first receiver in or the second receiver in, based on where the defender goes. So he knows where he wants to go with it. So there are times when they're kind of predetermined based on a look. That's usually on quick throws, though, where you don't have time to read across the field. You're dropping back based off of one read. As you're dropping, you're knowing what you're going to 1 or 2. You don't have time to go 1, 2, 3, that type of thing. I just feel like on that one, he should have thrown that ball out to Jordan Mason. He should have stepped up, reset, go to Mason, let Mason run. I think you have just as good of a shot, probably better picking up the first down. And if you're going to run in that situation in your Sam Darnold, you can't run for 9 and then slide 5 yards short of the. And it wasn't even close when he took the slide. You got to keep running, make the play, keep your offense on the field. So they come out on the next possession. They're going to start here with a toss to Mason for a couple. Now let's get to this one. On this play, they're going to have they're going to motion across. Tight end comes across. Now what you're going to get is you're going to get an out from the tight end. You're going to get a slant from the inside receiver. So again, talking about like earlier, so you're double. He knows he wants to work the left side, so he's either going to throw the out or the slant. This ball. Look at this. He goes 1, 2, 3, throws this pass right away to the flat. He's got the slant wide open. Instead of taking this, look at his read is buzzing the flat. So you've got to turn, you got to look, you got to realize that the linebacker is jumping to the flat and hit that slant. The slant's wide open to Ronnie Bell. He hits the flat. This is a completion. It's a bad read by Sam Darnold. At least you get the completion. You get 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. He's going. Throw the ball right off his back to Bell. Bell's expecting it. So now you're left with a longer play. This is a bad read by Darnold here. Again, watch that inside linebacker. He's the read. He's going to jump the out to the tight end, throw the slant right off his back right now. Boom. Doesn't do it. Just a bad read by 14. You got to be better than this if you're Darnold. I think this is a bad miss for a veteran. He's looking right at him. He sees him jump to the out, and he still throws it anyway. I don't really know what he's looking at right there. Get that ball to the slant. So that leaves them with 3rd and 5. They're going to pick up the 3rd and 5 though, or they should. They come back on 3rd and 5. They're working the slant to the right side. They've been really successful with these slants today, or last night in this game up to this point. They've got it again here. Boom. The nice outside release to open up that inside break by 10. The route's really nice. He just needs to catch this. This is 2 times in a row now. 2 games in a row for Ronnie Bell where he's let a ball bounce off his hands for a pick. Watch Bell at the top of the screen. Really nice job. So like Mary Lee, you asked, he knows he's working the right side because this is a quick one. He knows that he's going in that direction. He's either going to go to number 1, which is that inside receiver who's already into the slant, or he's going to go to Bell. Because that number 1 receiver is taking that inside defender with him. The other guy has outside leverage. He knows Bell's going to be open when he makes his cut. And that's when the ball comes out. He puts it right on him. That should be a first down. This drive should have kept going. 10's got to hold on to it. 10's going to be a big piece of this team moving forward, at least early in the season with the injury to Ray McLeod. And it's very likely that they're not going to have Danny Gray either for the beginning. He has an AC joint sprain in his shoulder. It's like around that collarbone area. And so they're going to have to rely on Bell. He did some nice things in the return game, did some really nice things as a receiver as well. But you just can't have these kind of mistakes when you get into the regular season. So come back from that, so far when you kind of look at Sam Darnold's night, 2 3 and outs. The second, 3rd and out wasn't on him. That was just a bad play on the receiver's part. The first one, a little bit on him. It's a tough one. you have a really tough second possession due to the penalties setting you back, and then just a unblocked man on 3rd and 4, which takes away, probably would have been a conversion. Then you have a bad, the second possession, or the next night, your third one, I guess, excuse me. You get a sack. Bad play on 3rd and 14. You get the interception. That's not your fault. Don't like the play before that, though, where he hits the flat for just 2 yards instead of taking the slant, or 3 yards, excuse me. And then this is his final possession of the game. Working against the whatever. So play action roll, second level throw, nice catch by Cameron Latu for a gain of 8. That's a nice play, nice catch. Latu, a guy that a lot of us have been riding quite a bit during training camp for the drops. This is a nice ball by Sam Darnold, getting that out in front of him, giving his tight end a chance to make a play, and Latu does a really nice job, because he can't make a play with his body because the coverage is too tight. So this has got to be a hands catch. That's a really nice. Randall, your gloves worked. Nice catch for Cameron Latu. We get a couple of runs here by JP Mason, pick up 4 yards. We're going to be getting to 2nd and 8 here, right here. Now this is a play that's an interesting one, because they missed this. Sam Darnold missed this play against the Raiders. It's the staple play for the 49ers out of 21 personnel. It's play action set, and you've got to dig on the backside by the coming over the middle by the receiver. In this case, it's Ronnie Bell. This time he doesn't hold it, though. Let's watch it. There's the play action. Hit your back foot. It's open. This is almost the same thing as what he didn't throw the ball against the Raiders for. It's a little bit more open because of the linebackers vacating it so much. I mean, it's a wide open hole in the middle of the field. Puts it on him. Nice gain. Nice pickup of 21. Yeah, Dubsville, that's it. That's the thing I've been talking about with Latu. He's a really nice route runner. He's really good as a blocker as well, I think. He just needs to catch the ball. And if he starts catching the ball, he's going to be a really nice addition for the 49ers. Nice throw. Like I said, this is a play that he missed last week. Trey Lance missed this play against the Raiders as well. They both did. Nice to see him come back and hit it in this game. Pick up a 21. Now they're going to run a little toss to Mason for a gain of, they only pick up 1. So you're set 2nd and 9. This should be a touchdown for Sam Darnold. He's got a double move at the top of the screen, stop and go. A little bit of pressure, and I think because of the little bit of pressure in his face is the only reason that this ball is underthrown. If he puts this ball out there, this is a touchdown. He's got it, right? That's tough, because he's as he's stepping into it, he's got the offensive lineman kind of keeping him from being able to really drive this ball down the field. And as a result, it just hangs up there. If this ball's out in front of the receiver, it's a touchdown. You're looking at 6 points. Instead, the ball comes up short. It's an underthrown ball. Not a bad, looking at it here, not necessarily a bad, not as much of a bad play on Sam Darnold's part as I felt when I watched it live. Il Manning just getting walked into the quarterback is the reason why you have this ball come up short. One of the reasons. It's hard for quarterbacks to make throws when you got guys in your lap. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Watch Il Manning there. He's going to get just walked into the quarterback. Not a good rep out of 60 on that one. So you missed a deep throw. It's still left with 3rd and 9. So now you got to pick it up. What are you going to do? 3rd and 9 at the 29. He's going to go to the top of the screen here to Daz Newsome for the pickup. He's working the top. Let's see how this works out. Nice throw on time, on the money. That's a nice pitch and catch. A lot of traffic inside. He realizes he has one-on-one coverage on the outside. This is a really nice ball from Sam Darnold to Daz Newsome for the first down. Keep those chains moving, move the sticks. Now you've got 1st and 10, just inside the 20. Ball's going to be at the they marked it at the 20 is what they said on the game. Not quite the 19. It's a really nice ball from Sam Darnold. The placement is nice, and you see him look right, boom. He knows what he's got, gets it out there. Nice placement, nice throw from Darnold. 1st and 10 at the 20. Play action, boot to the left side. Had a couple of different guys in that inside area that he could throw the ball to. He goes to Braden Willis. He's got the crosser as well, the receiver coming across. But he turns, and as soon as he turns, you can see that the man coming out, so that opens up the crosser. Nice grab for Braden Willis and a pickup of 9 to set up 2nd and 1 at the 10. Like the way that Darnold gets the ball out of his hands so quick. That is the one thing that he does a really nice job of, and he hasn't put the ball in harm's way very often. Now you get 1st and 10, or excuse me, 2nd and 1 at the 10. 49ers are in 22 personnel, I think here. 22 personnel. They have 2 tight ends, 2 backs. Play action. The jackhammer wide open in the flat and just walks it into the end zone. Makes the guy miss. Touchdown for Jack Coletto. Nice, easy throw, easy read. Nice play for the 49ers offense. Play action, open right away, get it out to him. Let the fullback make it happen from there. Nice play for Jack Coletto. He's a really nice player, I think, is Coletto. It just, he's not going to make the 49ers. I don't see a way that he makes the 49ers roster, because I don't see the 49ers wanting to keep 2 fullbacks. But Coletto's a really nice player that I think might be a little bit of a challenge for them to get all the way to their practice squad. So there you have it. That is Sam Darnold's night. When you look at his day, you look at his numbers, 11 of 14 overall, 109 yards. The offense didn't move the ball very well. Part of that isn't really his fault. You go back and a nice coverage on the 1st, 3rd, and 5. Really good coverage on the edge on Ronnie Bell. The next drive, you have a really nice completion for 21 that gets called back due to a hold. And then you get a protection bust on 3rd and 14. I think a missed opportunity on 3rd and 14 on the next possession leads to a punt, a quick 3 and out because of the drop by Ronnie Bell. Overall, this wasn't a bad night at all for Sam Darnold. I thought that he played okay. Would have liked to have seen the guys around him play a little bit better in terms of the offensive line with their holding and the penalties that they picked up. But other than that, he had a nice night. It was not bad at all. There was nothing overly negative that you can come off of this game when it comes to Sam Darnold's performance. Now, let's move this up. And I say just okay. It wasn't okay. It was a good performance. Made his reads, got the ball where it was supposed to go. Did a good job with all that. Had a couple of really nice plays that got called back. The deep shot to Chris Conley should have been a touchdown underthrown, but that's not on him. Not as much now looking at this film as I thought watching it live. When I watched it live, I felt like that was more on Sam Darnold, but you can see watching the film that he's not able to step into the ball because Manning got dog walked into his lap, so that doesn't work, and so it all plays together, right? Same thing when you're watching Trey Lance last week. It all plays together. Sometimes it's on the quarterback. Sometimes it is on the other guys around him, and some of the inability to score in this one, move the ball a little bit better, comes from guys other than Sam Darnold. I don't think that much of it, anything on the reasons they didn't score was on him. I think it could have been better help around him. Trey Lance opens this up now. We're going to get to his day. I thought Trey Lance had a really nice performance, better than the Raider game. It took him a little bit longer. Had a rougher start early on against the Raiders. Comes out here, and I felt like, they start off with a nice little toss and pick up a couple of yards. And then you pick up, it's going to be 2nd and 7 is going to be the first opportunity for Lance to throw in this game. We're going to see a lot of Lance. He didn't come on. It's only like a minute 43 remaining in this game, and Trey Lance is just now getting on the field. Nice job making the guy miss and a nice throw. He wants to go to the right side right away. That's the direction that he sees, based on the coverage. He wants to work the right side. Let's see what he sees. He looks out there, the out's not open right away, doesn't throw it. Now he's got to work back. The other receiver on that side has 2 guys there. There's nowhere for him to go there. Now he works back to the middle. Latu hasn't gotten into his break yet, so he can't go that direction. Now he's getting hit. So now he has the move. I don't think this is anything on Trey Lance being late or anything like this. He makes the man escape. Dang it. Really nice. I don't know where I was. Really nice job, I think, on Trey Lance's part to make this throw. He's working the top. It's not there right away. He tries to go back and to the left. Watch. You see him? Boom, boom, boom. Now he's got to move. That's a really nice play. He's looking to the right. 1, 2, looks back to the middle. Pressure, move. This is a nice play by Trey Lance. Nice pickup. Right now, watch. You're going to see him right away. It's 1, 2. Comes to the middle. Not there. Pressure, move. 1, 2. Oh, now this is a good job by Trey Lance. Puts the ball on him. Nice throw along the sidelines. Really nice catch by Tay Martin. For the completion. I like that play out of Lance. A nice start to the game for him. Now you get a run and they come back. This is the first play of the fourth quarter. And this one, there's let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They needed to get this guy on the receiver at the top of the screen is off the line of scrimmage. So it's an illegal formation. It gets called back. That receiver at the top has to be on the line. You got to have 7-man line of scrimmage. They have only 6. But this watch what Lance does. Boom. We saw this earlier. Play action, gets out. He's looking. He takes the throw. He makes the right read. That's what you're looking for. And it would have been a first down right here. This is a nice play. The first throw from Lance, first down. Second throw, play action, boot, gets outside. He's looking. The other throws down the field are covered. Comes back down to the check down to Ronnie Bell. First down, except for he wasn't on the line of scrimmage. So since Bell wasn't on the line of scrimmage, the play gets called back. Nice play, though, by another nice play by Trey Lance early on here. So now they're going to be stuck with 2nd and 8. So they go from 2nd and 3 to 2nd and 8. And let's see what Lance does here. He's got the slant out combo. The slant is covered, so he goes to the flat. It's a really nice. Again, this isn't Trey Lance that we saw against the Las Vegas Raiders. This is Trey Lance once he's comfortable, from that game. He looked much better in the Raider game as things went along. But look, the slant's covered. He knows it's there, so he comes to the out right away. That's a really nice read out of Trey Lance. A nice play by Jeremy McNichols to make the man miss, fall forward for a first down. So, 3 passes in for Lance. All three pass dropbacks for Trey Lance have been exactly what you're asking for here. Just looks to slant, not there. Get it to the out. Let your man make a play. 22 does it. Nice stuff. Nice job by Lance. I don't even want to take that one off because I think it's important to show the positive stuff with Lance just as much as we're going to talk about some of the negatives that are going to be coming up. So 2nd and 6, I'm going to keep rolling because they get a first down there. And so now they're going to run a screen out here to the bottom side. You have one choice to throw it, and it's picked off. This is a tough one because it's there, but it's not there, right? This is a tough throw. You got to get it up high. There's not enough room. 22's got to get away from that defensive tackle. That's one thing, or from the defensive end, excuse me. There's no room between the defensive end and where Lance is throwing the ball. And so it kind of makes it an easier play for the defensive end. He tries to throw it around him, like Spider Rico says, you got to rainbow that. And the rainbow on that is one thing, but it's hard because McNichol also is too close to him, right? He's got to get away from him a little bit himself. It's all happening at an extremely fast pace, but it's just too tight, congested. And that's a tough one on Lance. Watch over here again as you see this come through. He's just going to be too close to 22 and 91. There's no space between them, and he's got to get that up higher. It's just too flat. Just not a good throw by Lance. A nice play by 91 to make the tip, and a nice play by somebody else to catch it. Kyle Shanahan thought this was going to get turned over, but you just need more space here as well. McNichol's got to give him get away. Get out there, understand what's going on, get away, understand the ball. They're going to try to want to come to you with the ball. Get away from that defensive end. That doesn't absolve Lance of the bad decision to throw it into him. I think right there when you look at that, that's on Lance too, because hey, that's a tough throw, and if you don't like the throw it at the ground at that defensive end's feet. It shouldn't be called grounding because you're throwing it towards your running back. The running back was right there too. That would have been a better decision from Lance to not have that turnover. Just throw it away, eat it. And that's one of the things Kyle Shanahan's talked about. With Kyle Shanahan, one of the biggest things that Brock Purdy did was eat the ball when he had to, and that's one of them. So we come back 1st and 10. Let's see what happens here with Trey Lance. Play action, deep curl. This pass by I'm not sure if this is a drop on 10 or if it's a nice play on the backside. I like this. I like the fact that Trey Lance is decisive. He hits his back foot. He decides he's going to rip that curl, steps into it. He lets it go. Good play by the defense. We'll have to see on the back angle if it looks like 10 drops it or not. But this is a good decision by Lance. Boom, hit your back foot, step up, throw. He put the ball right on the 10. I mean, what are you going to do? Watch the throw. Watch the throw from Trey Lance. Boom. Step up, drive it, right in the money. He makes the right read. Ball's going to the right spot, puts it right on him. Really nice play by the defender. I'm not sure what the coaching point there is, other than Bell maybe needing to work back a little bit more. But come on, man, that's a really nice play by Trey Lance. It's an incompletion. Spider, I agree. He was much more aggressive in this game. He was much more aggressive, but he was also much more decisive. There's a couple of plays in here we're going to get to where he's not, but shoot, that's a really nice play right there from Trey Lance. So, now it's 1st and 10. Let's go back on this one. Let's see if this is his own read. Should he have kept it? Because this is the same thing they ran against the Raiders. I understand it's the preseason. Let's see what the read says. That's a tough one. The defensive end does a really nice job of kind of playing it in between. He might have been able to turn out and get 5. Lance doesn't really have that explosiveness right here to maybe get around that edge with 94 sitting the way that he did. So I don't mind the give there. I know it looks worse, but I don't mind the give because I think 94 with the way that he was playing, that's going to get him. I'm talking about 5 on that one. So you get that little play. Where are we? Okay, so now it's 2nd and 7. 1, 2, 3. Quick pressure. Nobody's open. He's got the out on the bottom, but he's already got the guy hitting him because 78 just got beat so bad. That is Leroy Watson getting beat, and just does a nice job. Steps out and breaks a tackle. Runs for 6. This is a nice play for Trey Lance. This is a really nice nice play for Lance here. Watch 78 get beat quick. Doesn't allow 5 to get the ball out. Watch. 1, 2, 3. Man in his face. Steps through it. Make a guy miss. His eyes are all downfield the whole time. Really nice play by Trey Lance. That's a nice play. Pick up 6 yards. It's not pretty. It's not your stereotypical 6-yard gain that you're looking for from your quarterback. This is a nice play out of Trey Lance. 1, 2, 3. Trying to throw it. He may have had a guy, to throw to right away, but the defender is there too fast. And it's like Kay Dubsville says in the comments, turning a negative play into a positive. That's the biggest thing. That's what I wrote down as the game was going on with that play. I liked it. So a nice job there. They're going to get so now you've got 3rd and 1. They pick it up. You also get a face mask. So it's a run to the left. I don't think they picked anything up, but you get the face mask at the end of it. So you pick up 15 yards, keeps the drive going. And you get the 2nd and 5. This is all good stuff for Trey Lance. There's some things that you can nitpick if you want, but I'm not nitpicking anything at this point. It's been, to this point, everything that Trey Lance has done is what I would want to see from my quarterback. I don't care what he's playing against. Look who he's playing with on his offensive line. This was another one. This was a really nice, this is very similar. This is a miss on a deep throw, but it's very similar to the deep throw miss that Sam Darnold had. And I like the fact that he steps in just like Sam Darnold, that, he drops back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't see the man coming off the edge, but I can almost guarantee, having been in this position, Trey Lance knows that he's going to get hit by that guy running right up his face. That's on the hash right now, coming straight up the middle. And he steps into this throw and he throws it, or he steps into it as much as he can, stays in there, and he tries to throw this deep corner to Cameron Latu. It's a nice read under pressure, putting the ball where it needs to go, or at least to the man where it's supposed to go. It's different than the play. This is different than the play that Darnold had, and that Darnold's was a shot play. So he wasn't having to read where he was going with the ball. Darnold was glued on to that go route because of the stop and go, right? So on this one, it's a little bit more of a read. He understands that he's going to have Latu open. He just can't get it there because he's getting hit as he's throwing. So very similar to the miss that you had from Sam Darnold earlier. Watch from this angle. You're going to see 60 gets beat off the edge up at the top of the screen. 60 and 9 both get beat. 91 running right up your face. He gets hit by both of them and still almost gets the pass down the field. If he'd had a chance to hitch into this and throw it, it's a completion, I guarantee you, because that's where he wants to go, but he can't hitch into it because 91's running up the alley. Watch. He doesn't have time to, he just can't. And he gets hit, and that's why the trajectory of the ball is flat, and it's a really nice play. The guy open mid, okay, but the better read is he took the proper read. The proper read was the deep corner. That's the man that was open. So, again, that's a nice one. I felt by Lance. So it's 3rd and 5. And, 49ers have done a really good job on slants. We're going to get a slant right here to 86 to the left side. 1, 2, 3, puts it on him. This isn't Trey Lance that we saw last week. This is much, much different. Just 1, 2, 3, throw. 1, 2, 3, go. Watch here. He gets a little bit of a hitch, kind of, not really so much. That's good stuff from Trey Lance. So now you got a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10. And Kyle Shanahan decides he wants to let him use his legs. Boom. Gone. 10 yards, going to be a first down. You get a hold, brings it back. It's a hold on Nick Zakel, the left guard. That's part of the reason why he's able to get to the edge. You're going to see the hold right there. But, nice play call, I thought, by Kyle Shanahan. Get him out in open space. He runs the ball well anyway. And then from there, now you got 1st and 20. And this is the stretch of these next two are probably the worst 2 plays of the whole day for Trey Lance. Everything else has been really good to this point. I don't know about really good, but everything's been fine or good up to here. Now this is where you have a couple of misses. First off, he gets lucky right here. He's running it quick, makes a decision quick that he's going over the middle. A linebacker sitting there, and he's lucky that this is just a bad throw. Again, though, the difference between Lance on this play and in Vegas, right? 1, 2, 3 throws, throwing to the wrong guy, but he gets the ball out of his hand quick. I'm glad that he overthrows it because it's not a pick. That's a pick 6 going the other direction. The decisiveness is there. The throw's high. He probably should have held on to that and gone to the, either to the flat or to the curl on the right side instead. Watch it again. This is a quick boom, 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 boom. When that linebacker sits with 9 inside, it opens up 86 would be the guy to go to, either 86 or the guy up at the top on the curl. So, just a lucky bad throw, right? Lucky bad throw. Jesus, you're right. The running back was open on the left, Coletto. I think it's Coletto up there. 83 is open in the flat on the other side. So both flats are open. Just lucky that ball went high. This is of Trey Lance's game. This is play number 1 that you write down as not good, really bad. Should have been a pick by 41. Misses it. The ball is just a little too high. He's not able to bring it in. 2nd and 20. Now you're stuck having to go downfield a little bit more. You don't have to necessarily push it all the way down there, but you got to push it a little bit. And I think that he gets hung up right here. He just kind of gets hung up on the out. He needs to come off of this a little bit quicker. And then he gets, he finally feels the pressure. And once he kind of feels a little bit of pressure, he slides to his left, but he just hung up on that. He's just hung up too much to the left side. He doesn't feel the pressure. You see how he's looking to the left. This isn't a good one. He needs to be sliding on his own. He needs to get back there. He needs to realize it's not open right away. And since it's not open right there, come back to the middle and make the throw. He's holding the ball too long. That's partly why he has pressure here, right? This one, when you watch it from the end zone view, let's watch it here. Watch, he's going to drop back. He's going to look to the left. He's working that way first. It's not open. Come back to the middle. It's there. Now he feels Zakel getting pushed back into him, or whoever that is. That's not Nick Zakel. Sorry, that's Coletto getting pushed into him a little bit, and in a herky jerky movement, and then it's high, bad throw. He's late and high. If that was the middle was wide open, the play's wide open. He gets caught up. He gets caught up on the read to his left side just a little too long. He's just a little slow getting back to the middle. To Sneed. Sneed was there early. That's right. Jack Hammer 33. That's right. That's my guy, Jack Coletto. He knows what's up. So now you're looking at 3rd and 20. He's trying. Now they're sitting back. You get the little slant down here to Willie Sneed. It's not going to be. It's going to be tough. That's not Sneed. Excuse me. That's Bell. But hey, you just picked up 7 yards. You turned it 8 yards. You turned a 51-yard field goal attempt into a 43-yard field goal attempt, and they come out and they make it nice. Okay, so I like it. Again, there's 2 plays out of Trey Lance that you don't like. They both kind of come on that same. Now you come back from that. Play action. And you get a drop. Hits him. This is another one of those plays where I guess, could have been a little smoother, right? This is why I said, you hear a lot of people, they really like Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold's just smooth. Like the ball just comes out. Everything looks smooth. Does a really nice job of avoiding the rush. Good job of sliding out to the left. Good job of keeping his eyes down the field. Finds an open man. Puts it on him, and he drops it. You get a hold on the play too, so the hold, negates it anyway. But just watch what 5 does. You get play action, not there. Step up, slide. That's a good play about a Trey Lance. You get a hold on 66, brings it back, but that was a nice play by Lance. Got to speed this up a little bit because we're at an hour. Want to wrap it up. So we're, 1st and 20. Now, what's he going to do on 1st and 20? Here's another not good one. Pressure moves, hits the linebacker high in the hands, nearly intercepted. This is one of those where he just kind of gets out there. He gets back to his back foot, kind of breaks down in the pocket a little bit. I'm sorry. I just want to look at this one more time. Let's look at the bottom. down here to the 3 receiver side to the Trey side. There's no, that's, I guess you could kind of throw the curl to the receiver that's at the 25 in the middle if he throws it towards his outside shoulder, but that's a long throw. I think he makes a good decision. Just throw the ball away though. At this point, he puts it into harm's way a little bit there. The linebacker gets his hands on it. If you're going to make that throw out to the sideline, throw it away. I don't think there's anything open down the field for him right here. Just get that ball higher and don't let 45 get his hands on it, because that was almost an interception. And then from there, now it's 2nd and 20, and then this is where Trey Lance goes to work, and Trey Lance is nearly perfect the rest of the way. I'm just going to let I'm going to let it roll. 2nd and 20. He's going to drop back, and he's going to hit the out to the left or right, excuse me. Easy, quick throw. Nice completion to Ronnie Bell out of bounds. I agree with you, Jedi. The throw was bad. The decision of not throwing it anywhere else wasn't. The throw was nearly picked off. If you're going to make that throw, you got to throw it out of bounds. 3rd and 13. He's going to hit. You got Latu in motion. It's going to go to Latu. Nice. Again, this is where it's just not smooth, right? Watch him. He's violent in his movements compared to the other guys. He's just not smooth going from one spot to the next. So it makes it look different. He's looking down the middle. Does he have the slant there? Yeah, I guess he probably has the slant. If he wants to take that slant, he probably could have thrown it, but he's late. Because he's late, the slant's running right into the linebacker. So he resets, throws the out, and he still picks up the first down. I think he probably had the slant early, missed it. And because he missed it, he had to bounce back to the left side. And that's nice. See, I think he wants to go to the slant. I think he had the slant. I think he missed it open early. And because he wasn't ready to throw that slant right away, he had to then slide his eyes to the left. And he hits Latu for the first down. Hey, you miss a throw. I said this last week. You missed the curl. You missed the read on the deep curl. And then you go to throw the check down. And when you go to throw the check down, you miss it. So you missed the read here. And you go to throw the check down. You got to at least hit the check down. He misses the read, I think, a little late on the slant. It comes right back outside of Latu, and he completes it for a first down. So that's better. Nice quick throw over the middle to 83. Like this one. This is a nice play by Lance. Gets the ball in and out of his hands. From here on out, after the play to 81, the rest of these throws are bang, bang throws from Lance. And you see it. One step, boom, hit, boom, go. Nice throw. Nice pickup over the middle. 1st and 10 at the 44. You're reading the right side. If the first receiver in opens up the slant for the second, or the in route for the other guy, so he's working on the right side. 83 opens up the hole for 86. You pick up 8. 2nd and 2. It's all in rhythm, all in motion. Really like the way that he's working right here. 2nd and 2 at the 36. It's going to go to the middle here to again. It's seen it's open quick, and the ball just comes out, and it's quick to Willie Snead. Watch this. He sees a linebacker jump, knows that he has the hole right on the other side of it, makes the throw. Really nice. Luke says that it always seems like Trey Lance plays better with a quarter or two under his belt. I guess. I don't think he played bad at any point in this game. I think he started off good. I think it carried through. He had a couple of bad plays about halfway through his, a few plays before this possession. He had a couple of bad ones, but now he's in a rhythm. And nice throw over the middle. 1st and 10 at the 22. Looks to the left. the safety goes to that side. It's a seam route, and it's a really nice play. Watch Lance. He's gonna look to his left side. That opens up the seam. See his head, boom, bring it right back around, hit it. That's nice. That's really nice. Single high safety. You got the two verticals up the middle. Safety, his eyes keep the safety in the middle, works off. That is really good stuff from Trey Lance. High level quarterback play. He's going to keep 34 in the middle. Looks right at him. Keep him middle. Boom, boom. Keep him in the middle. Boom. You can't do it better than that. That's how they teach it. Watch. He's going to keep 34 in the middle. Boom. Set. Go. That's just really good stuff by Trey Lance. Now you got the 2-point conversion. The penalty brings it back. All the excitement. Ayuk helps set up a nice ending to this game. Everybody's covered. Breaks it open. Nothing there. Takes a shot. Incomplete. But just really good stuff. I mean, Trey Lance is playing at such a high level. I don't care who the opposition is. Look at the process that he is going through. And he is playing he's playing in this game from beginning to end at a very high level. Couple of mistakes in the middle, whatever you want, towards about 3/4 of the way through. But beyond that, good stuff. And we're 2 more plays, and we're going to wrap it up. He's going to be throwing this one to Tay Martin. It's a miss. I think it ends up being a throwaway. I think he misses a throw a little bit earlier that he could have had. Let's look at it again. It ends up being a throwaway. Yeah, Mountain Cat or Mickey. Yeah, 100%. Nice look away for that touchdown. On this one, let's see what happens. He's looking out to the right side. That ball should have come out right there. He's got Tay Martin open. Don't know why he didn't throw it. He's looking over there. This is just a hold that results in pressure, but the ball should have been out quicker. I think he looks over there and he sees the defender starting to jump it. He doesn't see the defender running into his own guy, holds the ball. This is a hold. The ball should be out right now. Does a good job of at least throwing it away, avoiding the sack. There is not a guy on the field right now that is going to be a member of the 49ers this season in terms of on their 53-man roster. There's a lot of talk about no Manning because of a couple of nice pass reps against the Raiders. None of these guys that are out there are going to be playing with them. Shane says he's playing against backups. Yes, but what is he supposed to do? You can't fault him for that. Hell no, you can't fault him for that. He's playing against backups, and he's doing exactly what he was supposed to be doing. Last year, when Brock Purdy did this last year, everybody talked about how great he looked and how they knew during training camp and preseason that Brock Purdy was the real deal. Or Brock Purdy was a guy that could play in the NFL. And he was playing against these same level of guys. It's about processing, knowing where you're going. Trey Lance is doing a really good job. He's had a couple of misses that were his fault, but the vast majority of these plays are positive plays for Trey Lance. And if I'm the coach, this is where I'm going. I'm going with Trey Lance as my backup quarterback. I'm not going with Sam Darnold. There's more there to build on. A quick, easy screen out here to the right to Bell. Almost picks up 20, but his knee went down right there, so they bring it back 5 yards, but still enough for a first down. And then this is the last play of it because it's going to be the one that sets up the field goal on this next one. Again, we talk a lot about all this stuff. Look at Lance get the ball out quick. This is something that he struggled with a little bit last year. Much better with it this year so far. Does a really nice job with that throw. You like to see it. And let's get to the last one here. 1st and 10. Own 36. He's going to hit Bell over the middle. Just a nice in rhythm throw. Puts it right on him, and then Bell does the work at the end. It's this is what you're supposed to do. You know, you just showed it once. Let's do it again. You know, look at it's 1, 2, 3. He knows that he wants. The thing about this throw, look, he is already starting his throw while Bell is still on the vertical part of his route because he sees the defense. He realizes what he has defensively. He realizes that guy that's in between, that's at the 44-yard line, is covering the underneath receiver. He knows that there's nothing inside to get to Bell. He's letting this ball go early, and because it's early, even though it's not a perfect throw, it hits him, and then Bell's off to the races. This is just, I'm telling you guys, this is a really nice game for Trey Lance. If you have people that are telling you otherwise, you know, I don't care, man. I don't care. I get it. I understand. If I watch Sam Darnold play, Sam Darnold looks a million times better in terms of the way that the flow of the way that he plays, the fact that it's just 1, 2, 3, the rhythm of a Sam Darnold looks good. It's more aesthetically pleasing, but the results are there with Trey Lance. And you look through this game with Trey Lance and what he does. Yeah, he has a couple bad plays. No doubt. He has a couple of bad plays. He has a lot more good ones in this game than bad. Nothing that caused the 49ers to lose this game. He actually makes the plays at the end to bring him back and win the game. Trey Lance is your backup quarterback in San Francisco. There's no doubt. Let's just not even think about this for a second. Brock Purdy is the starting quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. There's no doubt. Brock Purdy is the best quarterback on this 49ers roster. He is the starting quarterback because he is the best guy on this roster. Trey Lance, he is the second best quarterback on this team. He's younger than Sam Darnold. He is growing. He has hardly played. Injuries have been a big part of that. Trey Lance went off this summer, worked out, got so much better with his throwing. The throwing has caught up to it. His mental processing, knowing where to go right away, looks to be sped up. There are times when it's not perfect, and that's okay. It's better. It's right. I would say Trey Lance is making the right decision as often, if not more, than Sam Darnold. And for me, I think there's more upside with Trey Lance. I'm not moving on from any of these guys. Let's just make sure that I put that out there as well. I think the 49ers, they have the room to do this. They have the room to go with Purdy as your starter, Lance as the second, Darnold as your third. Keep Brandon Allen if you want on the practice squad if you can get him there. So I think it makes a ton of sense. In terms of Gav says, Jack, are you still convinced Juice won't be a cap casualty next year after seeing Coletto's performances so far? I don't think with Juszczyk it has to do with cap casualty because of what they have with Coletto. I think it just has to do with the way that this team is overall. This might be the last hurrah for Kyle Juszczyk just because of the age, where his contract goes in the future. I don't think it's so much necessarily Jack Coletto, although Coletto is a really nice player. Jesus wants to know, can Purdy make the same throws Trey completed? Absolutely, 100%. There's not a throw that Trey Lance made in this game that Brock Purdy hasn't already made for the 49ers. He can hit all those throws. He can even hit the deep throw to Cameron Latu. He made that throw against the Raiders during practice. He doesn't get hit in the face, but he was asked to make that throw. He was asked to make that read, and he made the play. It was a deep ball it was on the left side. But I think the deal when you start talking about Brock Purdy, there's so much. The narrative around his arm strength is so wrong. He's got enough arm to make all the throws in the NFL. He's got all the throws the arm to make all the throws that the 49ers ask. And Jason asks if Trey's on the roster in 2 years. Probably not. 49ers aren't going to pick up his fifth-year option. Keeping him, I think, would be too expensive, and I think Trey's going to want to move on and try to find a place that he can play. That might even happen as early as next year, just because of he wants to play. And if the 49ers can find a trade partner for it, especially if they win the Super Bowl this year, I think you see Trey Lance playing on another team next year. But I mean, you keep him right now. You keep the best guys that you can, unless a team's going to offer you a high draft pick. I like what I'm seeing from Trey Lance. I just don't think they're going to get the offer that they're going to be willing to take. And the 49ers are a team that's smart in terms of their assets. Trey Lance is a really nice asset for the 49ers. They're not going to move off of him until they get what they're looking for. And that's it. There is the film breakdown. There is the analysis of the 49ers quarterback performance against the Denver Broncos. I hope you enjoyed it. If you can do me a favor, hit that like button. Once you hit the like button, also subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this, you're not already a subscriber to Inside the 49ers with Jack Hammer, subscribe. And then also make sure you turn on your notifications. Turning on the notifications lets you know every time I go live, anytime I upload a video. You don't want to miss anything, especially right now as we're getting into the season. Training camp right here, right in the middle of it. You're not going to want to miss any of the updates here on Inside the 49ers with Jack Hammer. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification button and hit the like button as well. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys liked the video. These are my favorite things to do. I love talking to everybody. I love the back and forth that we get, talking football, doing film breakdowns, getting into the X's and O's. Best time of the year. Have a great night, everybody. I'll be talking to you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.